Hi guys and welcome. I'm Tiffany and today we're going to be doing a yoga sequence for the entire body. It doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter what body type you are, it doesn't matter what level of yoga you're at. This is going to be just a generally good practice for anyone. So today you will only need your yoga mat and maybe a bolster depending on how tight your hips are. Okay, so grab what you need and see you soon. Welcome back. I'm gonna turn to the side just so that you guys can see what's happening. We are going to start with arm extension. So we extend the left arm out in front of us, pull the fingertips in towards you while you push the heel of the palm away from you. And then we straighten the arm and pull the shoulder back. So you should feel a nice big stretch throughout the top of the arm. I sure do feel this already. So this is a great stretch for everyone because you know we're always either on the gadgets or driving or on the computer, telephone scrolling. So this is just really good to get that stretch in the arm and to just keep carpal tunnel at bay. Okay, now we're gonna drop the fingers down and pull them in towards you. And here we're stretching through the arm, stretching through the wrist. So whereas before we were contracting, now we're doing a nice big stretch. Deep breaths, drop the shoulder down away from the ears. Exhale, release, and then we go to the other arm. So right hand up, pull the fingertips in towards you while you push the heel away from you. So imagine that you're pushing the heel of the palm into an imaginary wall. Pulling the fingers in towards you. Make sure all the fingers are being stretched too. They're all firm. So there's a lot of resistance happening here. This is Gaia, by the way, my sweet girl. Now we're gonna drop the fingers down, bring them in towards us, stretching through the tops of the wrist and the hand. Drop the shoulder away from the ears. Exhale, release. Now we're gonna do on both hands. So reach the arms up, fingers in towards you, the heels of the palms away from you. And now we're going to just imagine you're wiping that imaginary wall in front of you. So we're going to rotate the hands outwards. So fingers are moving away from each other in the opposite direction. Hands are flat. You're pressing against that imaginary wall. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, bring it around again. This time, try to see if you can point the fingers down. Inhale up. Fingers come in towards each other. Exhale. Fingers come down. Inhale up. Fingers come in towards each other. And release. Just give your shoulders a nice roll. Roll them back. Point them forward, up, and back. Forward, up, and back. And now we take them in the opposite direction. Back, forward, and down. One more. And release. I'm going to turn around to face you again. From here, we're just going to do some stretches through the sides of the neck. So we drop the right ear over the right shoulder and pull that left shoulder down away from the ear. Now, if this is okay for you, stay here. If you want a little bit deeper stretch, then place the right hand on top of the left ear. And we're not pulling, we're just gently resting the palm on the ear. Breathe. Relax the face. And exhale, release. Come back to center and we take it over to the other side. So drop the left ear over the left shoulder. Stretching through the right shoulder. Remember to drop the shoulder away from the ear. So naturally your body wants to hold on to that tension. It's so used to it. It's so comfortable there. So your shoulder wants to do like this. No, we're letting go of the tension. We're saying thank you for whatever you were here to teach us. Now, goodbye. Now, if it feels good for you, place the left palm on top of the right ear. Relax the face. We're not pulling. We're not yanking at anything. We're just resting it there. And release. Now we drop the chin down towards the chest. Stretching through the back of the neck. As you inhale, try to push the chest towards the chin. So we're expanding the body as we inhale. And exhale, release. See if you can just drop the chin down towards the chest a little bit more. While keeping the back straight, while keeping the shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale, come back up. Now we're going to stretch the legs out in front of us. So coming onto the long edge of the mat. And we're going to rest the feet at about a 90-degree angle. Place the hands behind you. And then from here, just find your alignment first. So we want to lift the chest. The spine is tall. And the elbows are bent slightly, just micro bent, just because we don't want to drop into our joints, okay? We're protecting our joints, we're protecting our bodies. So if the elbows are straight, we have a tendency to just drop into the elbows, drop into the shoulders instead of using the muscles. Now we're going to place the left ankle on top of the right knee. And then push that left knee away from you with your body weight. Just push the left knee away from you. Create some resistance here. So this is an active stretch. And breathe. Now bring the legs over to the right side. The right knee comes down onto the floor, the left foot comes down onto the floor, and we're just gonna look over the left shoulder. I have a nice view of my sweet girl behind me. She knows I'm talking about her. You know I'm talking about you, huh? Hi, sweet girl. Hello. Yes. Inhale, come back to center. And then we're gonna exhale and bring the legs over to the other side, to the left side. So the knees come down towards the left. It's okay if your knees don't come all the way down, okay? Just be gentle with yourselves. The good thing is that you're here. You've shown up for yourself today. So even if you're allowing yourself to go 50% of what you can actually do, that's already a great, great improvement as to what you would have done otherwise, which is 0%. So give yourself grace, guys. Be kind to yourselves. Inhale, come back up. And if you are a beginner, I would rather you go at 50% in the beginning until you feel more comfortable with the stretches. Exhale, release. And then we're going to place the right ankle across the left knee. And breathe. Remember, use your body weight to push that right knee away from you. Flex the right foot. So we're actively stretching, micro bend the elbows, lift the chest. Now we're going to drop the legs over to the left side and look over the right shoulder. One more big breath. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, take it over to the right side. So the knees come down towards the floor. It's okay if they don't touch the floor. Maybe you want to adjust the hand. And we look over the opposite shoulder. And breathe. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release the legs. Open the legs, the feet as wide as the mat. And then we're just going to do windscreen wipers to counter the posture that we just did. So drop the knees down to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, take them to the other side. And keep repeating this. Inhale up again. Remember, your knees don't necessarily need to touch the floor. Just go as far as feels comfortable for you today. And inhale, come up, last one. And release. Okay, we swing the legs around, come up onto your hands and knees. So if this is already a lot on your wrist, just go ahead and rotate the wrists. Maybe switch directions of the rotations. Shake them out. And then we go for it. So palms on the floor, knees down, and we have a square shape here with the body. Okay, so the joints are stacked. From here, we're going to just go into some cat-cow poses. So we're gonna inhale, look up, lift the tailbone up to the sky, drop the belly down. Exhale, round the spine, bring the chin towards the chest, point the pelvis forward, and reach the back up towards the sky like a cat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, around. Big breaths. Inhale, look up. And exhale, around. Point the pelvis forward. Inhale, look up. And then on the next exhale, we're going to shift the hips towards the heels. Press into the palms. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale, drop the belly down and push the hips back towards the heels. So we're repeating that. Just move fluidly. Inhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Exhale, drop the belly down, look up, tailbone points up, and then shift the hips back towards the heels. Inhale. And exhale, send it back. One more time. Inhale, round. Exhale, send it back. Lift the head, lift the chest. And inhale, come back to neutral. Now we're going to take the right foot behind us and then bring it over to the left side. If this is a lot on your wrists already, just come down onto your forearms. Take your time, make your way down. Look back at the right foot. If you're on your forearms, it might be a little bit difficult to see your toes. That's okay. And if you'd like to go a little bit deeper in the backs of the legs, then just push the right heel towards the floor. Remember to press into the palms and lift the body away from the mat. Inhale, bring it back to center. Coming back into our neutral tabletop position. Now we're going to stretch the left leg back and then bring it over to the right side. So same as we did on the other side. If you need to, feel free to come down all the way to the forearms and then look back towards the left foot. If you're okay up on the hands, then okay, stay there. And to go a little bit deeper, push the heel towards the floor. Inhale, bring it back to center. Back into our neutral position. And then from here, send the hips back to child's pose. Stretching through the spine, drop the chin towards the chest. Stretch through the shoulders, the arms. Now walk the hands over to the right side. Place the left palm on top of the right hand. And drop the chest down. Drop the hips down towards the heels. Now your left shoulder might want to pick up slightly. See if you can twist over to the left side a bit more to get into that left side body, and then drop it down. Maybe you're on your forearms. Maybe you can't get that far as yet. That's okay. We're gonna work our way there. Don't worry. Stick with me, guys. We're gonna get there. Inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, bring the palms over to the other side. Right palm goes on top of the left if that's available to you. If not, just keep the palms on the floor. See if you can come down onto the forearms. At least aim to get there. Press. If you're on the forearms, then press into the elbow. Inhale, come back to center. Ooh, that feels good. And walk the palms back towards you. Swing the legs around. Bring the legs in front of you. And we're gonna go into head to knee pose. So we take the left foot to the right inner thigh. If this is feeling unavailable to you, then you can walk the foot down further along the right leg. Or alternatively, you can place the bolster or a block underneath that left leg to give your left leg some support. If it's feeling too much on the back of the right leg, then just micro bend the knee a little bit. Okay, and now we're gonna fold forward as much as we can. If this is as far as you can go, guys, that's okay. Exhale, see if you can drop the chest towards the right leg. The head comes down last, chin to the chest. Now you can place your forearms on the sides of the right foot, or you can place it on top of the right leg or around the foot, just whatever is available to you. Go where you feel comfortable. There is no one way to get into these postures, okay? I can guide you into them safely. However, you have to check in with your body and find that awareness in the body. Your body has its own intelligence and it will give you cues. If you're feeling like something is too uncomfortable, then find another way. And that's generalization, right? If something is feeling too uncomfortable, there is another way. Inhale, come up. And now we're gonna switch. So left leg in front, right foot along the left inner thigh. Again, feel free to take your bolster, place it underneath the right leg, or walk the right foot along the left leg. Just find a spot that feels comfortable for you. And when you do find that sweet spot, then slowly make your way down. We lead first with the stomach and then the chest, the head comes down last. Stay where it feels good for you. If you're on the forearms, great. If you're on the hands, great. If you're just resting your hands on top of your left leg, that's also okay. Gonna take a few breaths here. Try to keep the spine straight. On the next inhale, slowly make your way up. Bring the feet in towards each other. So we're going into butterfly. And again, guys, the further your feet are away from the rest of your body, is the easier the posture is going to be. So if you want to go deeper into the pose, then pull the feet in towards your body. Open up the feet like a book. Lift the chest. We're just gonna stay here. Now you can place the palms behind you on the floor and then lift the chest. Drop the chin slightly towards the chest. Microbend the elbows. I'm guilty of forgetting to microbend my elbows. But in the long term, all these little cues are going to just help you to have a happy and healthy and wholesome life. Because we're taking care of the body. We're taking care of our joints. Deep breaths. You can fold forward if that feels good for you. Just play around with the postures and see what feels comfortable. See where your body wants you to go. Exhale, release. Ooh, extend the legs. Come to the center of the mat and we're gonna make our way all the way down. So extend the legs. And slowly come down onto your back. I find that a lot of my students, they have very tight necks. If this is the case for you and you find that your head is coming up like this, and when you lie down, it's doing something like this, this is so not good. And I want you guys to take care of yourselves, okay? So take a bolster, take a cushion, take anything that can help to prop you up a bit and place it under the head. In time, you're going to get that openness that you so desire. We all want to feel good in our bodies, but it takes time. It took time for you to get to this place of discomfort, of unease, and it's going to take time for you to overcome that. It's going to take time to melt into the body. Okay, so bend the knees, and we're going to place again, so similar to what we did before, we're going to place the left ankle on top of the right knee. We're going to stretch the arms out to the side, and then we're going to bring them over, the legs over to the right side, and look over the left shoulder. Again, it's okay if the knees don't come all the way down. If you're somewhere here, that's okay. As long as you're feeling a stretch in that left side body, that's a good start. Look over the left shoulder. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Downward dog. Not you guys, Gaia. Every time she does the downward dog. Every time she does it, she gets a little treat. Look over the left shoulder. And breathe. Push that left hip away from the body, away from your rib cage. Inhale, come back to center. Place the left foot on the floor. Bring the right ankle on top of the left knee. Arms outstretched. We're going to bring the legs over to the left side. Now the aim is to reach the knees towards the floor, but if that doesn't happen, that's okay. Look over the right shoulder and push that right hip away from your torso. Just push it away from the rib cage to create space there, so that the life force, the breath can flow freely, can do its magic inside the body. Look over the right shoulder. Try to get both shoulders on the mat. Inhale, come back to center. And stretch the legs all the way out in front. Now open up the feet about mat width apart. Open up the arms out to the sides of the body. Palms facing up. Maybe you want to lift up the arms, reach the fingertips down towards the feet, and then drop them down. So we're just finding space in the body. Inhale, feel the body lift up as we inhale, and exhale. Feel the body melt into the mat. I'm gonna keep the bolster under my head just because it feels good. Why not? Guys, you can absolutely make yourselves comfortable. Do whatever you need to be comfortable. Now close the eyes. Bring the awareness inside the body. Maybe we're bringing the awareness to the breath. Imagine your breath floating all the way down to your toes as you inhale, and flowing up the back of the body to the crown of the head and out through the nose as you exhale. So picture the breath making big circles inside the body with each inhale and exhale. Just a nice big loop, creating space, bringing fresh air, fresh life force inside. And then releasing anything that we're holding on to that we no longer need as we exhale. Relax your face. Relax your eyebrows. Relax the space between the eyebrows. Relax your forehead. And relax your shoulders. Let your shoulders just melt into the mat. Relax your fingers. So if you find that you're clenching your fist, just unclench the fingers and let them relax. Let the hips, the legs, the feet relax. We're gonna stay here for about another minute, just on your own. If lots and lots of thoughts are racing through your mind, bring your awareness back to your breath. Observing the breath flowing in and out the body. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly, slowly open the eyes with a big smile on your face and a big exhale. Make your way over onto the right side and slowly come up into seating. Just observe the body here. Observe your body, observe your breath. Just do a little scan. Are your legs relaxed? Are your toes relaxed? Are your shoulders relaxed? Is your face relaxed? How about your breath? Are you taking deep breaths, inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply? Go ahead and give yourself permission to just relax. The mind, the body, and the breath. If one is disturbed, all will be affected. So give yourself permission, give yourself grace, give yourself thanks for showing up for yourself for this small practice. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Maybe look up at the fingertips. Maybe bring them together to touch. And exhale, bring them to the heart center. Thank you for sharing today. Thank you for your time. Thank yourself. Thank you. See you guys next time.